bitch, I got my...
We sending condolences to Durk today. We sending condolences to Durk. We love Durk. We love Durk. Durk has been an integral part of my career in hip-hop. He's changed how people see Chicago rappers. You know, unfortunate event happened to him today. We're going to talk about it in a little bit. But we love Durk, okay? We send a lot of love, condolences, well wishes, prayers. Listen, some of these things, I would hope you have some humanity and empathy to never wish on your worst enemies. So, you know, again, like especially when you just in a fan area, just like me, you should never hate nobody that you want this type of shit to happen, okay? But let's keep playing a little bit of music. I'm going to get back into talking in a little second.
40 clip, 30 clip, 50 clip.
Oh, rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Rest in peace, King Von. Some of our greatest and most, at least the artists I like, a lot of them have passed away, you know. I could sit here and name artists from here till tomorrow. Chat, this is the pre-Logan Paul Mayweather stream. I'm going to be watching that fight off stream, actually. Like, just to not look cheap in front of y'all, I'm going to pay for it, okay? Fine. It's what is it, like $50? Fine. But I ain't going to lie. I'm such an internet nigga, I usually don't pay for shit. But still, I understand. Anyway, I'm going to watch that fight. Salute to Logan Paul. I feel like, and salute to Mayweather as well. I'm interested to see how this fight's going to go down. And let me just speak quickly about it, and then we'll get on to more pressing matters. But this particular fight is an exhibition, and I know I love Floyd's career. You know, I love Floyd's career. And this is where I have to emphasize words matter. I see certain characteristics in why he's so rich with also why maybe I'm successful. Floyd Mayweather, from the time I've been watching him, and I pretty much watched him for, I want to say about 8 years before his retirement, 8 to 10. I never recalled a time where he was the favorite, the loved person, and everybody hated the other side. He was always the most hated. Between two people that were fighting, he was the most hated. However, he learned how to turn that into dollars. I've always respected that. Because I also adopt the same philosophy when it comes to my media career. I don't give a fuck if you hate me or like. Well, I do want you to like me. But if you hate me, I'm cool with you. I'm cool with that too. As long as you don't say you don't give a fuck about me. And usually I've evoked strong emotions with people, whether it's love or hate. And I've always said this when it comes to entertainers, celebrities, or whatever. You're worthless if people just, if their thought about you is, he aight. If you don't evoke strong love, strong hate, and by the way, you could flip hate into love. Just watch wrestling. They do it all the time. That's what most of entertainment is to me. So I've watched Floyd Mayweather gain $1 billion from being the Yo, Floyd, I'm going to be honest with you. I think Floyd is like a really good guy that's a family guy. Now, does he have some faults? Has he made mistakes? Of course. But he knows how to tick people off. And his whole career, he's made it where people hate him so much they'll pay money to hope to watch him lose. That's amazing. I gotta be honest, that's amazing. Somebody said, well, skip this ad, my bad. I don't know what ad this is, so don't cancel it. Yeah. So he's in a space in his career where he don't even gotta fight real fighters anymore. And the intrigue and the people wanting to see him lose still is there. So he's fighting UFC dudes. He went to Japan and fought a kickboxer or something like that. Or a martial artist, but they only could box. He's now fighting a YouTuber, which is Logan Paul. And technically, Logan Paul doesn't have a win under his belt. Like, that's another hoodwink I got to give Floyd credit for. Logan Paul has never won a fight professionally. Never. And then he's facing the guy who has never lost a fight. The mere fact that that's a thing shows you why we're in this social media internet era in everything, where popularity is more important than skill. I remember when reality TV popped up, I remember saying this to myself. And I think I said it on a video, early YouTube days, 2014, 2015. I said, popularity these days means more than having a talent. You can be talented all you want. Unless it's sports that finds the talent, who cares? They're going to look to whoever is popular. That's just how it goes. And we saw it from time and time again, because all the people who were reality stars, they got to do whatever they wanted. They could rap. They could host TV shows. They could host award shows. They're hosting clubs. They're in movies. Their talent was only to court attention. So, again, we're in this space where I've always said just popularity rules. Like, before you could get all the people who are YouTubers who want to become rappers, you get the Bad Babies and you get the Jake Pauls who, get a lot of popularity, then don't want to rap. Anyway, to make a long story short, watching this and seeing the intrigue behind it, I'm like, fuck. How comfortably do you think Floyd sleeps at night? He probably could eat cheeseburgers. Floyd probably had an orgy last night. You know what they usually say to boxers? You can't fuck for 90 days before your motherfucking fight. Because apparently when you're constantly, we're men. No disrespect to women. We're men. And if you're a guy who's ever been in the weight room or did any type of sports, I don't know about that. What you know about it? I got a little gym over there. I ain't gonna lie. If you fucking are busting constant nuts, you always feel a little bit weaker. Whatever it is, I don't want to get into science of it. Basically, if you're fucking a bunch of bitches, you're not going to be in prime, peak physical condition when it comes to a very physical sport. So boxers usually have taken the stance that within 90 days or so, they don't fuck women. They don't ejaculate. They don't jerk off. They want to keep all that testosterone, all that energy within them, hopefully to release in the ring in terms of punches, and that's their desired goal. I only say that to say, I think Floyd had an orgy last night. I don't think Floyd's following none of these protocols because I think Floyd has realized he's finally hit the lick. We're in a space where he could get $50 million from fighting a guy who's never won a fight ever, who's never fought anyone that serious ever. Floyd has found the cheat code. I heard him talking about his training. He said, I don't really train every day. I train every other day. I think Floyd having orgies, not even training that much. I think Floyd is probably eating burgers, whatever the fuck. Well, he's usually really disciplined guy, but this is the most he could cheat. And this is why it's exciting if you understand a nigga like Floyd's focus. Floyd has always said, fuck legacy. Legacy can't pay my bills. So everybody's like, why are you fighting a YouTuber? You know what he's saying? I'm fighting being broke because I spend a lot of money and I didn't make a lot of money. He's only concerned with the back. He don't care about what people say about legacy. They used to say, oh, well, if you don't fight him at this point, your legacy is going to say you dodge fighters. Fuck it. I'm going to just win all my fights, get a lot of money. Who cares? Now, I'm going to be honest, and this is why I'm interested to watch how it happens, because I think Floyd could potentially make another $1 billion. He's made $1 billion through sports. I think he could make another. After he fights Logan, by the way, let me just say this. He has to dominate him. He has to win. And I know some of y'all, like, I've seen so much dumb shit. Yo, he might not win. Yo, they said there's no winners, so maybe he's going to get knocked out. Floyd's whole thing is being undefeated. He will never be looked at as a loser. The reason why there's no winner in a fight with Floyd and Logan is that legally that fight cannot be approved. Logan Paul weighs, I believe, like 180 something. Floyd weighs like 130 something. That 50-pound weight difference would not make any boxing committee legalize a fight. 50 pounds is a lot. That's the reason why there cannot be a winner tonight. Floyd would love it there to be a winner. Of course, he don't want it to count on his professional career, but he would want judges there to say he doesn't knock him out, for the judges to say, the winner is Floyd Mayweather. But it can't be that, unless they just do some goofy shit. The reason why they can't do that is because it can't be a legal fight. So that's why it's an exhibition. Somebody says Floyd's 150. Floyd's fighting at 150? Okay. Somebody said weak-ass excuse. No, it's not a weak-ass excuse. Bro, I think every weight class is about like 7 to 10 pounds. Like, there's so many different weight classes in boxing. It's about like 7 to 15 pounds is a weight class. So even if he's 145, 150, the difference between 150 and like 185 or 180 or whatever the case is, it's a pretty sizable jump. Anyway, I say all that to say Floyd's gonna absolutely demolish Logan Paul. Logan Paul stands no chance. However, this is a good thing for Logan Paul. No one will knock you for losing to one of the best boxers ever. He's undefeated. And he's considered the best ever by a lot of people. So he's good. So I'm going to watch it. But again, I'm watching how this is treated as opposed to Logan's last fight with Ben Askren. That was a Triller event. And it felt like it was just felt like you went to a concert, right? It felt like it was just theatrics after other shit. And the fight was the backdrop. With this, it's a Showtime fight. It's Floyd Mayweather, the best ever. And hopefully I'll see some good things, you know. I just don't want too much buffoonery, but whatever. So I'll be watching that. I think Floyd wins this easily. But for anyone who are wondering if this is like some Floyd's going to lose on purpose, blah, blah, because there's no winners. From what I've heard, legally, there cannot be a winner. Okay? Anyway. I want to go on and give me 1 second. Hold on. Sorry. Oh yeah. So, let me first and foremost send my sincerest and deepest condolences to Lil Durk. I got this news around 3:30 a.m. that there was a shooting in Chicago, and the person who passed away was Lil Durk's older brother, D-Thang, and it was very conflicting for me. Heard it loosely at first, and it was one of those times where, like, there's a lot of times I get breaking news in and I'm not awake or whatever, but I was like awake or something. And I saw it, I'm like, can't jump to judgment. Also, you just seem like federal, or when I mean federal, just like you're so disingenuous, you're so fake when you're when you hear some shit like that and you hit up Lil Durk, like, because I could have hit up Lil Durk and be like, Durk, did your brother die? Like, that's so whack, right? So I would never do that. But I got news, and with the sources and some of the people who are partners and work alongside me, I figured out quickly that there was a situation with Durk's brother. I'm not gonna lie, the whole shit confused me. And I almost had to retrain my mind on how people move around and lived, because I knew where Durk was at last night. I knew where some other people in his team was at. And I was surprised that his blood brother would be where he was at. Now, he was in a club called Club O in Chicago. Okay, from my research and from what a couple people have told me, this is a club that has a very interesting history. There's been multiple attempts to shut it down based on violence, drugs, prostitution. However, changing locations, this club was still up and about. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. For what everybody told me, like, this is the spot. This is one of the spots. And I'm speaking really informally here because I'm just telling you what I heard. I'm not saying these things are facts. So I heard that Buka, who was someone who Durk has rapped about quite often, was going to be there at that club. And D-Thang, which is Lil Durk's blood brother, was there. Now, let me back up a little bit. It's important to explain to y'all who D-Thang is. Because... sorry. With Durk, we see a lot of people passing away, unfortunately, that he knows, have been associated with, and then you wonder when someone else passed away. Sorry, went down the wrong pipe. How much does it have to do with Durk? Or hold on, I'm about to die. All pun intended. I have allergies. Jesus Christ. Give me a second. I feel like I'm surrounded by... I was about to play the YouTube video and I'm like, fuck, that's talking about death too. We in hip-hop got to stop glorifying some of this shit, but we're such hypocrites. If a rapper just raps some fictional shit that we know ain't real, we call him fake. You a bitch. Stop lying. They start rapping in real life. Today, I see everybody jumping up. Yo, Durk, stop dissing the dead. What? Y'all enjoyed it while y'all gassed up and supported King Von. Yo, we love that. I mean, when I rap it, I try to mute the names and shit. But I ain't gonna lie, I never knew about a Wooski until Vaughn said it. Durk be mentioning certain people's name. I Google, I'm like, oh shit, oh shit. I'm just saying, some of the music that's very descriptive, very demonic, very taunting, has led these artists to these places. I'm gonna keep it real with you. And this is such a hot take, and they're probably gonna fry me for this online. And I'm not. By the way, I want to make it clear: I will never in my life blame Durk for anything that has happened to people around him. His music is not the cause. I don't think so. I believe the cause is the cycle of violence perpetuated in Chicago that have put gangs against each other in inner city black neighborhoods. And music helps amplify some of those situations. We'll never say that. Shit, whatever. Like, coverage of it helps amplify that. But that's not the real cause. I know that's Duval County or Jacksonville above me. You know why Fulio is doing that at a cemetery? Because he feels his guys were disrespected. And he feels some of his guys were killed. Now, he made a song about it, so we see it. But that's why the disconnect with drill music always is. The majority of people that love drill music have never even gotten a fight. Probably have never even held a gun. So it's almost kind of fictional, but it seems real because you know these are real people. And that's the thing that I don't think no one's ready to have that conversation. The reason why Chief Keef blew up so crazy, Durk and all them niggas, is because people knew there were real people dying, bro. Let's be very clear. If another nigga was rapping those things, rapping those same rounds with no consequences, and you never heard about JoJo dying, you never heard about this person dying, you never heard about this, you'd be like, okay, sounds cool. But this made it a lifestyle. This is uncomfortable to have this conversation. Because you know why? All the niggas who do what I do, you know it's easy for them to say, oh, Ak was calling them the Grim Reaper. He was calling them. You don't want to accept why you like that music. It hits different when that shit is real. So you could blame the media, you could blame whatever, but everybody stands accountable. I think that Durk's music became a little, like, Durk was always a street nigga. He was always rapping a certain, but once he went on to my Beyonce shit, he realized that, yo, all right, the drill era is kind of dead. All right, let me go do some other shit, blah, 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 blah. These days I'm listening to Durk. Durk has never dropped more names or allude to more real shit or be dissing more ops now. Right before. What's that shit called? Oh my God. How am I forgetting this fucking classic song? 50 Cent. How am I forgetting this fucking song? Ghetto Quran. The nigga blew up a Ghetto Quran. Nigga, Ghetto Quran was shouting out street niggas, bro. Them niggas never rap. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That's what I'm trying to... If a nigga just made up names like this was some fictional shit, Let's be very clear. And this is the conversation that no street nigga would ever have. Or any rapper who now is like reformed, who then, you know, they try to demonize, oh, it's niggas like Hack who perpetuate. Bro, you wouldn't care about Bobby Shmurda if he was rapping that shit but not in the game. Let's keep it 100. If he was rapping that shit, never did that shit, and the niggas he named in that shit never got indicted, you'd have never cared like how you cared. People care that it's a little real. It's the hypocrisy of music. I keep telling y'all that. Nobody wants to support the fake nigga, but nobody wants the real nigga to be too dumb that they get arrested or killed. Y'all could tell me this all day. Yo, I'm telling y'all. I see all... Bro. Y'all could say this to me. I'm going to always stay on that. Bro. Niggas look at Gucci. A part of Gucci's legacy is the fact that he actually killed somebody, bro. His rhymes hit a little bit different, bro. I'm telling y'all. If he was a fake nigga who got beat up, chain snatched, just jumped every day, was getting slapped in the hood, and he rapped the same lyrics, you'd be like, oh, hell nah, we don't believe this shit. I'm just telling y'all that this is why rap, sometimes I'm split with it. Because here's the thing with Bobby Shmurda. It's allergies, my man, I'm sorry. If you listen to what Bobby Shmurda is saying, and this is why I'm saying, my whole point even saying that is to say, don't demonize Durk. Bobby Shmurda came in the game rapping about crimes that he did. Durk came in the game rapping about niggas he had beef with. Don't be hypocrites. When you're campaigning for Bobby, like Bobby was rapping about crimes he did too. But we want Bobby free. We look past them shits. That's how hip-hop is hypocritical. If you listen to what Bobby's saying, none of it's positive. Selling crack in the 4th grade, shooting at him. He caught a body. He did this. If Bobby and his friends were in my neighborhood, I would leave. If I'm listening. But that's not how hip-hop looks at it, bro. Hip-hop looks at it like, this is positive. Oh, my God. Because we're hypocritical. That's all I'm saying. Now let me connect the dots to this story. Durk and them, Keith and them, they've been rapping about, like, I can't call them out for it because they've been rapping their life. They've been rapping about frauds. They've been rapping about niggas they hate. Because the internet now becomes invested in their life, finds out, yo, I never knew who the fuck Lil J was until I did some research on who the fuck Chief Keef be dissing. Had no fucking clue. I'm just saying, with some of the music y'all like, you don't get a back in blood if a nigga is never down to pull his gun out. You get what I'm saying? I'm just showing the hypocrisy of rap. We love Back in Blood. Then we see the video of the nigga actually having his own fire in the club. We say, oh, this fucking idiot. Bro, hip-hop not hypocritical? Now, if he rap, I don't need no security, I got my own fire in the club, and then he said on the interview, hell no, I don't got my own fire in the club. I got hella security. Y'all be like, oh, this nigga pussy. Rap is hypocritical. I be telling y'all this all day long, bro. What the fuck is this, man? Rap just hypocritical, bro. So that's why I can't blame it on Lil Durk lyrics. I see people now trying to just put blame on Lil Durk. Like, oh, Lil Durk, you keep rapping about this, keep rapping about that. You feel me? Okay. Anyway, I just think it's very unfortunate. I don't know how Durk deals with all this. Hip-hop is hypocritical. But this ends up just being sad. unfortunately, this is a part of the life that these rappers who we love end up experiencing. And I could sit here and say a bunch of stuff like, yo, why would you go to the club in Chicago? Why would you do this? Why would you do that? As fans, and I'm only speaking as fans, you can't have it all. If Lil Durk and his team never showed up nowhere, quote unquote hood, and was just living in, and there's mad rappers who do that, living in LA mansions, this and third, and just like stayed away from the public, y'all be like, oh, they not real, they pussy. All I'm saying is that rap is hypocritical. Don't blame Durk for all of this. It's a combination of some of the shit that we like to listen to that contributes to this. If you like listen to kill 'em, murder, smoking on a pack music, you should understand this is part of it. If you don't understand that, get out of here. I'm telling you this right now. If you like listen to anybody who says they dead ops, dead trolls, if you listen to Youngboy, Kodak, Durk, any nigga from Chicago, if you listen to that, this is like, it contributes to that type of lifestyle, bro. I'm telling you. Bro, yo, you can't have it both ways. Like, the fairy tale in fans' minds is that, oh shit, my favorite rapper, he be dissing on like 50 dead niggas, but nobody on his side ever died. That's not gonna work. Like, bro, it's equilibrium to the world. Somebody said, am I blaming y'all? No, I'm not blaming fans. I'm just trying to show y'all that this is what y'all like. What we like contributes to that. So when y'all try to throw blame on one person, and the person who y'all trying to throw blame on now is Durk. I've seen it. I posted this morning. You know what everybody said? Yo, Durk needs to stop dissing the dead. Yo, Durk need to stop dissing the dead, man. Why Durk still dissing the dead? Motherfucker, you was getting him lit off dissing the dead. All you wanted to hear was him and Vaughn dissing the dead. Now, today's the day that, oh shit, dissing the dead is not cool. Why didn't you tell him that in 2014? Why didn't you tell him that? Where'd you think this was going to go? Where the fuck did you think this was going to go? Why didn't you say in 2014, Durk, stop dissing the dead? Why didn't you say in 2015? Why are you saying in 2016? Why are you saying 2017? Why you only saying it now? Why y'all only saying it now? Why y'all hype the songs up where he's dissing the dead? Now he's a fucking superstar. Then you're going to look at him and say, if you didn't diss the dead, this would have happened. If he didn't diss the dead, I don't know if he'd be a star, because y'all would believe the nigga. If he was just rapping randomly and never diss the dead, never diss the people who, because you got to realize, that's the thing with Chicago too. It's only in Chicago people know the savages, the goons, the killers, just like they know the rappers. I guarantee y'all, if I say right now, name me 3 niggas from Chicago who got like, and don't spam it in my conversation because y'all be like, oh, I cause offension. Name me 3 like niggas who were like hitters in Chicago who never rapped. Y'all could name like 10 of them. If I said about Atlanta, like, you don't know niggas like that. Like, Chicago, we became so enthralled with the story. You know the niggas who be shooting. You know everything about their lives, bro. You know everything. Like, you know, it's almost like a story. You know everything. Niggas know 051 Melly and everything he did. Niggas, yo, I could go on YouTube right now and search 051 Melly and I could see every single one of his Instagram lives. Nigga, D-Rose was like goddamn a celebrity. You get what I mean? Anyway. That's my point. I still would like to say we're in a flawed genre. And I've taken my fair share of criticism, and I've taken sometimes what I feel like is my unfair share of criticism when it comes to violence in hip-hop. But I just want all of us to know, and all of us to accept, that you can't be so shocked at violence when the music we love and are bringing to number one are songs like Back in Blood, Hellcats and Trackhawks, Took Him to the O, Crazy Story. These songs are nothing but promoting violence. They're promoting killing. They're promoting genocide. They're promoting destroying the community. Don't come later and be like, oh my God, what the fuck? Yeah, listen, like, again, I felt even bad playing some of the songs I was playing at the beginning of the stream, but that's all Durk songs. It's about killing. We love it. We love it. We love these songs. We're like, oh my God, this shit hitting hard. Durk taught me some shit about guns I didn't even know. I just recently found out what a switch was. I'm like, oh shit. Said, Buka, put that switch on for me, broski. I'm like, what the fuck? I just seen another story. I posted on my page, so I was like, oh, that's the switch. It's illegal. You know, only I said, oh shit. Bruh, I'm just saying, we're all hypocrites. You feel me? If you love a song about violence and murder, you can't be like, oh my God, stop the violence. Like, you can't do that afterwards, bro. Like, it's unfortunate. And this is where I try these days not to jump into their politics, because I don't know what surrounded the issues with Durk or Durk's brother that resulted in his death, but I'll stay out of that. But we're not going to sit here and just act like Durk is like, Durk performs every night and he telling the whole crowd of white people that they smoking on Tuka and Duck. Like, come on, bro. Like, bro, we got to be fair, bro. Are we going to be fair? If we're not going to be fair, and I love Durk. Durk's my guy. I always love Durk. You get me? Again, yo, I watch, you know who was DMing me recently? FBG Duck's mom. She was trying to comment on my page because I posted like something she said on her story, and she's like, no, she wanted to say some more shit. She was like, why can't I comment on your page? I'm like, on my page, on my main page, you got to follow to comment. It's limited otherwise. And like, I didn't really talk to her too much because I'm like, yo, listen, I'm not no mediator for nobody's beefs, whatever. I'll make it that you can comment, or I'll tell you how you can comment. And I could tell the pain she had, bro. Pain. It's like she's so upset that her son is being sang about. Is being sung about, rapped about, like he's nothing but a blunt. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm being honest with y'all, and I'm not that good with grief counseling. And how do I talk to somebody's mom, who she's dealing with a lost son, and she's from that environment? So it's like, hey, you know, I want to be fair. Comment whatever you want to comment. This is how you do the comment, whatever. But bro, she is hurt. She really feels like Lil Durk is playing with her son's legacy or playing with the memory of her son, which hurts her. I can't even begin to know or fathom. I don't even want to get into that part of it. But this is what I look at it. And of course, I'm incredibly sad. Like, yo, I can't imagine what Durk is going through. But I can't imagine what FBG Duck's mom went through. And not saying both situations are related, but there's so much death happening in Chicago. If you feel outraged about this, you need to, if you're not a hypocrite, and I keep saying, us rap fans, we're a hypocrite. Me too. If you feel this outrage about Durk's brother dying, stop listening to music, especially from Chicago, that diss other dead people. You got to stop. You have to make yourself that you're not fucking with it, because this result is part of it. And not saying that is because of the song. I'm saying it's continuing a cycle of violence. And you can't support parts of the cycle of violence, and then in some other parts you're like, nah, cut it out. We don't know. No, y'all need to stop. Do you get what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Again, my sincerest just well wishes and condolences goes out to Lil Durk. I can't imagine what he thinks or is feeling now. I can't. Like, probably is inconsolable. This is his older blood brother. As I'm talking, young boy, look at his video. Nigga loading the gun. Like, these are the images that the rappers that we love be showing us. They're showing us all the images of murder and death. They're showing us this shit. They're rapping about killing people. So all I'm going to tell y'all is that we ain't never going to really have no real conversation about this shit. You know why? Because all the street niggas, they take the bitch way out. They try to blame blogs and everybody else, but they never address the real problems. If I was covering the war in Chirac, they would say this is because of me. I'm telling y'all this. Not one person wants to sit here and address the real problems. Why are we rapping about these type of things? How do we fix this? How do we get in these communities? How do we also dissuade music like this from popping up? That's another thing that's big in Chicago. You could imagine how, even think about when Vaughn is alive. When Vaughn is making songs that's on the billboard, and in those songs he's referencing and dissing people dead from another gang or whatever the case is, it's on the billboard. It's on the radio now. Every day you wake up, you hear somebody drive by, if you in like not your neighborhood, and they're playing that song. You think that doesn't encourage, just like how they said, oh, well, you covered it, you encourage. Yeah. But the only true answer, and I remember I said this on Clubhouse when they were like, yo, whatever, Chicago. I said, yo, you know what's so crazy? Me covering Chicago helped give visibility to a lot of these motherfuckers. I said, let me ask you a question right now, because I'm good either way. I will take a stance that I will cover no street rappers. None. So if you're rapping violence, I will not cover you. But you know what happens? Everybody was like, oh, you don't got it. Oh, you don't got it. Bro, violence is violence. Y'all are promoting violence in the music. The music's all about violence. It's about, yo, I'm going to kill you this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to smoke on your pack. So how you going to blame the media, but then want the music to be, I don't know. I don't have a solution. No one has a solution. We'll never have real talk about music. And I understand why. Hip-hop is a genre that was meant for the people who are underprivileged. And this might sound crazy to you. Durk rapping about his trauma, rapping about people he liked, disliked, people he hoped to die, or people that he just hated. That was his way out the hood. To say he couldn't do it because we got to be positive, that was his reality. It's unfair. And this is why we're always stuck in this enigma. There's no real answer. Why can't Durk rap about his pain and his trauma? Why can't he express himself about people who did stuff to him or people he don't like? But also, that music has an effect. Do people really understand Durk's message? Do they understand? Music is influential. It's going to influence people. I believe TK was influenced by Chicago drill. Unintended influences and purposes and consequences is a very hard conversation to have. Yeah, I'll leave that as that. What else? What else happened? Maybe I should stay on this topic. I put up a YouTube video. Did it go up yet? I did a YouTube video on it. Oh, it didn't go up yet. All right. When I get off stream, I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna publish it. Make sure it's out. Um. Yeah. I I we'll never have real conversations about this because a lot of people who do street rap they think it's a birthright, and a lot of them become changed men afterwards. Nobody takes accountability for how much your music hurt the environment that you come from or hurt other people. Niggas will talk about selling drugs, this that, and third, but no one like Future would never acknowledge that his music made a bunch of people fiends. That would make it actually real. He wouldn't do that. Lil Baby and Lil Durk wouldn't admit that some of his music probably inspired people like, yo, let's go on this fucking drill. Let's go get some get back. That would make it real. That would make these guys have to feel like they're role models. And hip hop has not been that. Yeah, somebody says Juice WRLD. Has Future ever really acknowledged that? And if he did he say, all right, cool, I'm done with that? I won't rap about drugs anymore? No. Also, a part of the equation is and we're Monday morning quarterbacking at this point. When I think about Lil Durk lost his cousin at a mall in the Chicago area, his manager OTF Chino at a Chicago restaurant or outside, his blood brother last night, D-Thing, at a club in the Chicago area. Is this something we should just be like, yo, stay the fuck out of Chicago? Because truth be told, if he never went back to Chicago, wouldn't y'all call him pussy? Be honest. Just be honest. And no disrespect to Chief Keef, say he just never went back to Chicago, would you call Durk pussy? And somebody said, Keith, stop dissing. Yeah, I seen Keith check somebody on that. Somebody says, no, they wouldn't. So you're saying that, maybe I'm explaining this wrong. If Durk didn't seem to be still living that lifestyle, you're telling me that y'all would fuck with him the same. Hey, it's not my job to tell y'all how y'all feel. It's my job to ask questions that make you realize that we live in a really unperfect society, in an unperfect world. And I would never put the deaths, and I see people keep trying to say, oh, Durk's a curse. I would never put the deaths of people in situations that Durk can't control. And everybody got their own free will, and he can't decide when guns get shot, and he can't decide when situations happen. I would never put the weight of the shoulder of everybody's deaths, even if they're close to him, on him. Lil Durk is one spoke in the cogwheel of issues and circumstances that are happening in Chicago. If Durk wasn't a rapper, this shit would still be happening. Yes, is it a little bit amplified because he's a rapper with a lot of popularity, success, jewelry? Yes. But if you think that it's Durk that's causing deaths, and that's what a curse implies. And the reason why I defend him on this is because they try to say my videos killed people. The things behind someone dying is so deep that oftentimes, instead of trying to understand that, you just go to the surface level thing and say, oh, that's why it is. Like, if D Thing died and your takeaway is, oh, that's why these rappers shouldn't be in the clubs. If that's your takeaway, you're being surface level. It's not what's going on. People he was arguing with or had issues with, they didn't care if it was the bank, grocery store, just outside. They had an issue with them. It's not the club that did it. That's all I'm saying. I pray for healing. I can tell you this, I myself has grown a bit because I remember being so disgusted, even like just thinking about it last night. They said the party was great. Everybody had a great party. He got into it with like a dude or a couple dudes. He goes outside and a dude shoots him in the head, allegedly as a spillover from the argument. That is crazy. I don't know. I sincerely send my condolences. I pray for Durk's mental health. I don't know how you like in one of the biggest weeks of your life. This is Durk's most celebrated, the peak of his career. You lose your blood brother. I don't know how Durk even still continues to do music. We've never seen him like just break down. He mourns, he deals with his shit, and he comes back to internet. This nigga is really something else. Durk, I sincerely send my condolences to you. There's not much more I can say. We love you. Yeah, we love Durk. I'm about to go watch a fight, to be honest, but I'm gonna address the 6ix9ine comments really quickly. I haven't talked to 6ix9ine all day, and he knows why. Days like today, he knows I'm never cool with him dissing people who are deceased. I think it's over. You gotta get past it. And even when I challenge him constantly on why he has particular hatred for certain people, it just doesn't make sense to me. Wait, why you hate Vaughn? Because Vaughn said on a song, 6ix9ine, he seen it. That's it. Bro, Vaughn got killed. Why you hate him so much? Why are you that happy? He spoke about you with a few times. Why do you hate Durk that much? Because he said a few things. Because he also, maybe in your mind, try to promote his career by being the anti-you. What is it? I feel like it's really tasteless for him to do it. And it puts me in a weird position because I'm cool with him, and I think he's a good person. I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is definitely probably one of the wrong times to say this, because especially how he's been acting today. I've seen so many kind-hearted things from this dude that I'm like, yo, I know he's a good person. I know he's a good person, but I also know when he has a grudge and when he hates someone, how that could be too. And I look at that and I'm like, I I don't get why. I don't get the peace you think you're getting. And I unfortunately think he feels like this is a win for him. And I'm like, a win for you can't be people losing their lives. You want to compete with Durk? Go make better music. I would love that. I would post both y'all all day. Durk 6ix9ine, Durk 6ix9ine. I love that. Like, I love music shit like that. You want to compete with him? Be a bigger star. You want to compete with him? Go sell out stadiums and go do that. But celebrating his homeboy dying, celebrating something bad happened to him, celebrating, that's just it tells me almost like your spirit is being withheld with and consumed by hate. And by the way, he texted me. His last text to me today. He said, "Ak," he said, "You always ignore me." He said, "You always ignore me on days when niggas die." And I'm like, I don't even want to. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even want to put that energy into near my spirit. Like before, I would be talking to him like, "Yo, Six, why you feel like this, bro? Yo, death ends beef, bro. Stop it." But today, I don't want to be even. I've heard his stance. I don't want to be arguing with him. I don't want to be sitting here saying, no, I don't want to do that, bro. So I'll talk to him later, but I don't want to hear his thoughts on D-Thing. I don't want to hear his thoughts on Durk. I don't want to hear it at all. I really don't. And I love him still, but for those things that have affected him, from him going to jail, him coming out, him seeing people deal with him and talk about him a certain type of way and his response to it, I don't know if therapy is the best thing, but he has to realize it's time to move on. So, yeah, this is one of the things I'm separate from him on. I'm not going to be celebrating whatever. And I think he knows, like, when you do this constantly, it puts people around you in interesting positions. Yo, people around you got to make decisions after that. Because you might be sitting around with 1 million security and don't have to do this and don't do that. You never have to be in an airport. You fly private jets all over. But what about somebody who might be your assistant? What about your girlfriend? What about your mother? What about these other people? Could they move like that all the time? Separate? Because you know how it goes. At some point, it might be like, well, we can't catch this nigga, but what about him? What about her? And that's one of the situations I think he needs to be very wary about. That's it. Again, I send my condolences to Durk. Somebody said, why is he a good person? I just went on this. Don't let me do that. Bro, everybody has some good in them. You'll realize it. If you have a friend, you'll find some good in them. I've seen how he treated people. The people who are less fortunate, I see him almost wanting to give everything to. And this is why that's why I say therapy. Because I think he could see a part of what his life used to be in that person. He could be like, oh shit, I used to be that person. And I see him go out of his way trying to help them change their lives, give them opportunities, give them whatever he got in his pocket, actually even the shirt off his back, 100%. I think that does it shows me that you got a heart. You got somewhere where you care about some shit. And we're all like, we're all unfinished products, but like, we're all complicated. Not everybody's saints. So I might be a good person, then when it comes to certain people, I don't really give a fuck about them. But I, anytime I talk to him, I sense the hatred he got for this motherfucker. He hates this mother. I don't even know what Durk did. What Durk do? What Durk do? Y'all tell me what Durk do. Durk ain't do nothing like that. Why you hate him, Durk? Why you hate Durk like that? I don't know. And by the way, let me just also roll that comment back. For anybody who loves 6ix9ine, and I get it, you want to support his hatred of whatever, don't spam me with whatever Durk did. I'm over it. I'm over it, okay? He knows. I like Durk. I like his music. I don't think of Durk outside of music. I'm not wishing for bad things to happen to him. That might be 6ix9ine's stance. That is not my stance. And I don't know what Durk feels about 6ix9ine, truth be told. Maybe Durk feels the same about him. But I don't think, I don't hope neither or. So, yeah, this is not about 6ix9ine though. I just want to really send, I was looking back at even DMs I had with Durk from like years ago. Me and Durk been communicating since a long time. And I'm so proud of what he's become in his career. That I know having those coming of age and really like you feeling like you've won. It's like winning a championship, but you still felt like you lost. And Durk has lost a lot of people. And I just want to send my support to him, send my love to him. And I know the hip hop community will definitely, try to pick him up in spirit, but I expect him to kind of like just chill out and mourn. And while he does that, we gonna celebrate his music, celebrate the people who are rocking with him. I was watching a performance the other day. There's so much. I kid you not. There's so much hurt. I see it, bro. I saw him performing in Houston because everybody was saying, I see 6ix9ine fans are killing me. Like, oh my God, you're talking about Durk sold 75. Like, let me tell you this. Some of this shit don't matter. I'm going to just tell y'all straight up, okay? Some of this music shit that y'all be like really obsessed with don't matter, bro. Like, niggas is feeding their kids, their families, and I get it. Like, everybody want to compete this and third, but like, there's some real costs and real benefits to this shit. And people take real L's and they lose people, but also certain people are really changing their lives with music and all of this that we're really privileged for. And that's why I always look at people like when you're down to throw it away on some dumb shit, I really despise you. You get me? I was watching, so everyone was like, oh look, Durk's concert at this Houston thing or whatever was with like 4 other people on the bill. It wasn't just his concert. He didn't pull out 12K, blah, blah, blah. Whatever the fuck they were saying. And I was watching the concert and I'm watching clips of him like perform. And y'all might not even know this individual, but in the back, he started, I think he was doing a tribute to Von. And he was like, rest in peace to my brother, blah, blah. And they played I think it was Crazy Story. And I look in the background and I seen, you might not even know who this is. I seen Muwap. And I kid you not, I almost shed a tear. I could feel how hurt that nigga was. That nigga was rapping and shit, but his head, just the way he was looking, you could tell that nigga's hurt, bro. This shit is hurtful. When people are constantly dying, when people that you love, that you associate with, that you're around every day are constantly dying, I saw that nigga, that nigga looked so fucking hurt. That's something else, all right? Chat, I'm gonna make this too much of a emotional downstream. But anyway, chat, I'm gonna be in the Discord. Actually, I don't need no link. I'm gonna buy the fight. But go watch the Floyd Mayweather fight. I just wanted to touch base with y'all real quick. I love y'all so much. I can't stream the fight on here. Y'all should know that. I can't stream the fight. It's copyright stuff, and Twitch would be really mad at me. But I just want to. I only came on here to send some condolences to Durk, and I hope y'all realize. Because I read a lot of things I say too. My heart's in the right place. When someone dies in a hip-hop community, whether a manager, a friend, a family member, to a rapper or a rapper themselves, we all hurt, okay? Chat, thank y'all for even tuning in. I'm gonna go watch the fight. Please enjoy y'all nights. Please be safe. Reconsider places you would go, people you're with, situations you put yourself in. We only have one life to live, and we all hope and long for long life and to be able to change our parents' life and people around us. Be safe. I'm gonna be just kicking it, watching the fight. I love y'all. I'll probably be on back tomorrow. All right, I love y'all.